Hello, I am André Lage Freitas, and I'm here in this tutorial to talk about education dilemma, to TET or not to TET, regarding the use of generative AI in education. So first of all, I'd like to propose some reading here, 3 articles that may be useful about this subject. I think that we should use ChatGPT in classes and to teach our students how to use it and to master it, in the importance of understanding it as an encyclopedia, as a oraculum, but a tool that can help and assist them in understanding and learning. Okay, so please be aware of this ethical disclaimer here too. So what's the point here actually? The first some concepts that I'd like to introduce about ChatGPT, actually the way we interact with it, is that we should first introduce the context. Okay, we should be accurate. We should iterate over and over again to find a good prompt, reading the answer and reasoning on it. Maybe if necessary, we should give some examples, and we should eventually, if it's the case, to use some delimiter like triple backticks to differentiate the data input from the command we'd like it to process. So here, actually, this example I did just a few hours ago at my class. I was discussing with them like which kind of homework would I ask them to do. So this is in Portuguese. If you are a Portuguese reader, you can take a look and read it. And I'm now will generate a English version of it. So I asked it to what kind of homework should I assign to the class, and this is in purpose that there is no context, nothing. I'm not giving any information basically about the students or any kind of information, and it will probably come with a generic suggestion. So here goes the answer. So it's generic as I thought it would be. So now what are we going to do here is to introduce some context and try to specify better what the context and ask specific tasks to perform. So I'm going to paste here the English version of it, and I will ask it to run. So here it goes, well formatted the input, and here goes the answer. So it's not that bad, but let's now ask to specific things that we'd like to ask that we are missing. Actually, these actually I did it along with the class. I asked them. I was teaching how to use ChatGPT, and they said that it was missing those kind of topics, and then I added to the next prompt. I will now translate to English both reasoning on it and the input for the next prompt. So here goes what I would like to, how I would like to make it better. We are asking to reference some issues regarding evaluation and the time to deliver to the homework. So here goes, the result is better now with some, okay, this is really good, the percentage, nice, okay, so it's an open deadline. There is not specified like the number of days. So let's say that I'd like, please tell me the number of days, how much time they have to do the homework. Actually, it's already done. Like, please tell how much % of each one of these evaluation criteria, how it's distributed. And it's missing references, actually, yeah. It's missing references too. So let's ask it to improve it a little bit. So it's running. Here is the full prompt. I added these instructions from 5 to 9. And let's wait for the answer. So the answer is here. And it's much better. Yep. Reference here. Let's do the checklist. Deadline days. Yes. In Portuguese, it said 15 days. Nice. Okay. Now, it's much better. So, let's now help the student to choose, okay? Choose a subject. So we're going to ask ChatGPT. We're going to say here is the specification. We're going to paste it here, okay? And I'm going to ask to it, like, tell the context that I'm a student. My professor told me that I have to do this homework. Please suggest a subject so I can work on it. So this is the prompt. My professor assigned me a project and suggested a topic for my project. So it's running. Let's wait the answer. And here it goes. Topic suggestion: the impact of digitalization on library services and information access. Interesting. Okay, now what we're going to do here is to ask ChatGPT to do the homework. And the goal is to know how easy it would be to cheat on this homework by using ChatGPT. I'd like to test how good it is in this task. Okay, so I'm going to translate this message. Okay. Actually, the only thing that I will change from the previous prompt is one sentence. Do the homework for me. That's the only thing. So it's easier. No, actually, do the homework. And I'm gonna put it for me, just to see if ChatGPT will say something like, "Oh, you shouldn't do this." Let's test it. Okay, it's running. It's not complaining. It's just working. Let's wait to the answer. Well, this is quite interesting. It told me that he can't do the homework for me. But in Portuguese, it didn't say anything, just did the homework at once. Nice. This is quite interesting. The point is that we can cheat the model and ask something like that. Do the homework Let me try. Okay, do the homework. Let's see. Let's see what it says. So this is the homework it created. Okay, I thought it's a kind of superficial. I had to run it again. It's the second time I ran it. I didn't save it to a variable. So, okay. Anyways, I preferred the first version. So, now let's ask it to grade the homework. Okay, same thing, same context. I am a university professor and etc. Now grade the homework delimited by triple hashtags by knowing that the instructions along with the evaluation criteria are delimited by triple backticks. Okay, this is basically my prompt, and here's the context. Okay, input data, and let's wait to the answer. So this is the evaluation. Take your time to read it. It's not that bad. It could have told how much percent of it got it on each topic, evaluation topic, but it's okay. We could specify better, and it could do a better work. Actually, let's ask it to improve the way it corrected the homework. I've just changed it for evaluation criteria, justify the grade you assign, and let's run it. And this is evaluation, relevance, and etc. Grade 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 50, 50, which means an A plus, something like that. Excellent, and then it writes an overall. It's better, perfect, really, really good. Okay, so it's a very good work. And now let's look for some evaluation sites to avoid cheating. Okay, so what I asked here is, given the context we are working, what's the best way to evaluate the assignment I gave to the class that is delimited by triple backticks? Keep in mind that I want to avoid students copying work from the web or ChatGPT. Let's ask it to work. So these are the guidelines, the insights that it just provided me. Some of them, yes. Okay, well, it's quite helpful. Mainly this one here, actually. This is how I intend to do, to ask them to explain me with an oral presentation, what it says. So this kind of things. The point is that it will take a lot of time, but I think it's the best way to work. So this is my conclusion. Actually, we should teach with ChatGPT. We should show the students how to take advantage of it, to tell them about the ethical rules, what we should do and should not do, and try to tell them that it's not something that we can just get the answers from and not learn the content. So I think this is the only way we should address the education dilemma we face here. So now let's just ask for some motivations to the students. Okay, so this is a prompt here. Write a paragraph to raise the students' awareness about the importance of completing the assignment, not plagiarizing from ChatGPT or the web, for example. Let's ask it to give me a nice answer. So here it goes. Dear student, okay, take our time to read it. I think it's really thoughtful, and we can interact with it and ask it to do it over and over again, and ask how we should create other kind of perspectives and working groups to discuss this kind of issue. But I think that we should face it and use the technology, and mainly teach people how to use the technology. If you disagree with me, please write a comment. You can send me a direct message from LinkedIn, and I'm all ears. It's really an interesting topic I'd like to discuss about.